come around the first time. When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win.
What's up everybody, my name is PZNPL and welcome to my YouTube channel. You're all welcome to this session, this tutorial, and today I'm just back with another tutorial. I want to show you guys how you can properly mix your rap vocals, male rap vocals. So stay glued. If you're new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also share your suggestions and stuff. All right, so without wasting much of your time, let's just get into this video. Let's dive in, guys. All right, so I have a project right here which I'm just from mixing today, yeah, and the song, the link to the song will be shared in the description. All right, so let's just listen to this.
You come around the first time. When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made. How can I say no to you? My screen, we can be a movie. I just want you to come and see.
All right, so let me play this part again with the volume high.
It'll be first time. When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie. I just want you to come and see.
The vocals are well mixed, balanced, and dope, I would say. Yeah, so I'll just take you guys, I'll run you through, guys, the steps that I did to come up with such a nice and clear mix. All right, so let's just dive into this. I'll mute the beat first. This is how the vocal sounds with a beat on mute.
When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie. I just want you to come and see.
All right, so I hope you guys are vibing to that. Okay, so what I will do first, I'll just mute the beat. Yeah, we are going to mute all the plugins in this. We'll mute all the plugins in this. A delay including reverb. All right, so then we're going to unlink this from the group. This is how you simply do it. Then this is now a plain vocal. This is how the vocal sounds plain.
When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet.
Let me play this to the beat. I want you guys to hear how this was sounding with the beat. It was so low. Listen to this.
When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride.
Like, you can hardly get the vocals, right? You can hardly get the vocals because it was too low. Like, it was too low, so you can hardly get those vocals, right? So we're going to make sure that we push this vocal up. We make it more louder, clear, and yeah, and dope. So the first thing that we're going to do now, we're going to put a compressor, because this vocal is low, and I recorded this song at a different studio. So these vocals were just like brought to me to mix. Yeah, the song was recorded at a different studio. All right, so the first thing that I did, I put a compressor. This one here, this is a very powerful compressor, guys. Make sure you check it out. If you don't have this compressor, just write me, send me, I don't know, your DM on Instagram. Then we're going to sort out some issues here. This is a very important tool. Listen to this, guys, before.
When you
let me mute the beat, and also, yeah, let me mute the beat, and let me mark this part we're working on, this part here. All right, so listen to this, guys, before.
You come around,
before.
Yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made.
All right, you guys can get the difference, right? Like, just after putting this, just after putting the just after putting the compressor, you guys can get the difference. Like the voice is huge. Yeah. All right. So now let me show you what I did to this compressor. Let's start with this. So you can see right here, right? So the compressor, what I did, I just put this, I pushed this to 18, then I pushed this somewhere to, I would say, yeah, 19 somewhere there, here on this part, and this is how it sounds.
When you come around, yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you.
Yeah, this is awesome. The gain, don't touch anything else here. Just push this and this here. Yeah, and I pushed the attack a bit. Yeah, somewhere here at I would say, yeah, just an inch somewhere here. All right. Then the next plugin that I put, I didn't put auto-tune. Yeah, if I tried to put a bit of auto-tune, but it didn't really sound good, so I skipped this. I went on to put some gate because you guys can detect some background noise, right? Like there's some background noise, so I had to put a gate. Listen to this.
You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made since when we were.
Right. Then from there, like I detected now some bass. Like there's some bass like in the vocal. You can get that bass. So I had to cut that bass now with an EQ. Listen to this before.
16, how can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie. I just
guys. An EQ is a very important tool in mixing. Make sure you know to tune this stuff. If you haven't really checked my recent videos, make sure you go through my videos, you check how I explained on EQs and stuff. So what I did here, I pushed from 0 to 100, and then I had to look for some bad frequencies.
Just want you to come and see. When you come around, yeah,
I did the same here. You look for some bad frequencies, even there. This is what I did here. Make sure it's at 30.
Bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you.
Right. Then from there, I went on to put a virtual mix rack. This is a very important tool, guys. This is a very important tool, guys. So on this one, I added this. I normally use this just to give the vocal some clarity and some presence in the speakers. You can see here. Without it,
you're my pride. You're my
even turn off this.
I win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet. I hope you gotta see.
You guys can get the difference, right? This is because I pushed here some high frequencies. So like what I normally do here, just push some high frequencies. I don't touch anything else here. Just pushing some high frequencies to somewhere here. So if you don't have this plugin, write me. Let's make a deal. Just write me on Instagram. We'll make a deal. I have all these plugins. I might send you. We'll talk. All right. Then I added this now. This is a revival. This is a very nice preset. Push this somewhere to 11 and somewhere here. Don't exceed 12. Don't exceed 12. Push it. Put it somewhere at 8. Depending on how your vocal sounds, then try it. So this is how it sounds with the revival.
All the promises I made since when we were 16. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my?
So what this you can see here, there's the shimmer and thickness. This just like thickens your vocal and makes it awesome. Since we touched here, we made it like more clearer. Then it came with some those high frequencies, but to make it smooth now and thicker, we introduced this the revival. All right, so that's for this plugin. And then next, a very important tool, a de-esser. I'm just from putting those high frequencies. Henceforth, they come with those bad frequencies, high notes, high frequencies. To cut that, we introduce a de-esser. This is how you set a de-esser. If you're using this particular de-esser, just put this one like this. Then you can play with a threshold. Yeah, but this is a nice preset, but you can play with the threshold. You can take it down, but not below than 40. Yeah, that would be bad again.
Screen, we can be a movie.
In as much as we want to clear those S sounds, we still need the S's in the song. So be very careful with whenever you're dealing with the denoiser. So, or the DS, I mean. So this is how it sounds.
Just want you to come and see. When you come around, yeah, you bring the song with you.
Always make sure that you mix your song with the beat on.
When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is bittersweet.
Right. I think it sounds better, right? Already. So that's for the yeah. That's the de-esser right there. And then I introduced another EQ here. You can see.
I hope you gotta
I
see.
introduced another EQ. I was still detecting some basses, and those basses I was detecting, they were bringing forth some madness, some mad vibe somewhere here. So I had to take it again somewhat 100, and then I had to push some mid here a bit. I mean some lows here a bit, push them down. This is the preset. You can just type these numbers here. Then I had to push up here some highs a bit, because at 5k here, this is where our vocal is mostly present. So make sure you push this part here. Yeah, this is the same technique if you're using other EQs. It's the same technique. Even the EQ which is here, it's the same technique. You can still push at 5k somewhere here, then you cut like down somewhere here. It's the same thing that I was doing. Yeah, just that I love using that because it's visual. It shows how the graphs are moving, how the vocals are performing and stuff. No wonder I prefer using this. Yeah, so this is how it sounds now.
See all the promises I
Without.
made since when we were 16. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie, I just want you to come and see. When you come around, yeah, you bring your son with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift.
Right, so that's how you go about that, guys. So straightforward, fast forward. We're going to put this now in the group. This is the group. I just have one group, group 1. And then yeah, we open the group now. Yeah, so this is the group here. I have the group right here, and if I open it, you see in my group I just have 2 plugins. I just have the Cloud Vocal Stereo and Reverb Stereo. These are very important too, guys. I repeat, if you don't have these plugins, just hit me up on Instagram, write me a text on Instagram. I always leave a link to my Instagram, and then we'll talk right there. I'll send you these plugins and stuff. Yeah, so this is how it sounds now with Cloud Vocal without Fist.
When you come
With-
around, yeah, you bring your son with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride.
Guys, what we're doing right now is just like playing with the stereo vibe. We want the song to be in stereo. We want this rap to be dope, so we put it in stereo.
God-given gift. I feel this
Without-
every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is better sweet. I hope you gotta see.
Alright, so that's how you go about it. You can check here. So this is what I do. I'm sure you guys who've been here like around, you've seen how I normally tune this thing. Like I hope you guys have seen how I normally tune this stuff. Like I normally put this at lower. I put this at roof. Then I put at push. I don't use reverb and delay here. Then I put this as stereo. This is the only thing that you do here, guys. Don't tune a lot. Don't experiment too much, especially when you're just starting up.
See all the promises I made since when we were 16. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie, I just want you to come and see. When you come around, yeah, you bring your son with you.
Like the verse sounds dope already. Like it sounds awesome already, even before we add some reverb and some delay. Alright, then the last thing that I put now on the group, let me say the last plugin. Some of you might think, the last thing. The last plugin that I put is Reverb Stereo. You can see this is just like to boost, to give the gain to the vocal as well, you know, to compress it a little further and to boost it up. Listen to this without.
When you're in the club, other girls
With it.
talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God.
Reverb Stereo makes the vocal thicker. It makes it hard a bit. It kind of compresses the vocal, you know. So what I did to Reverb Stereo, I put the gains at negative 4.5.0, then at negative 45.0. Then I put the compressor somewhere at negative 6.4, then the gain somewhere here. You can still play with the gain, you can play with the compressor, you can take it a little bit down. Yeah, don't take it below 12. This will be so noisy. Play with it somewhere here, and also the gain somewhere here. Then you're going to have a nice preset. So it sounds like this.
Giving gifts, I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is better sweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made since when we were 16. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie, I just want you to come and see. When you come around,
You guys can get how it sounds, right? Like so dope, so awesome. Then the last thing that I put now is reverb and delay as usual. So let me just go here. I show you guys. Like I've been explaining on how I normally do how I normally add my reverb. So today I'll just show you the kind of reverb that I used. So I use this reverb now. I used reverb 32. If you don't have this reverb, just hit me up on WhatsApp, Instagram. I will definitely send to you, and it's simple to install. You just need to take it to where you just need to add it to your Cubase files or FL files, then it opens. You don't need to install it like any other plugins. So look at it.
And yeah, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is better sweet. I hope you gotta see all the problem.
Right. I hope you guys can still, those who are using headsets, you can still get a little bit of some background noise. Yeah, maybe someone might be asking why are we still detecting those little background noise? Yeah, those little background noise, I didn't want to cut them with a gain. Like I didn't want to cut them with a gate, because using too much gain sometimes it ruin your vocals. So there's sometimes when you're mixing your songs, you'll be experiencing such, like you'll be having some at least some few background noise. Those you can leave them. Those can be like cleared away with the beat, even with the vocals. Yeah, that's what I did in this case. You can still get them, right? Like
Mrs. I made since when we were 16. How can I say no to you?
But whenever the beat comes in and the vocals, you can't detect that. Yeah, so you should know that as well. It's not every time that you want to make sure that it's not every time that you should make sure that you cut all the noise, because by the process of you trying to do that, you might end up even cutting some other words, even some other things, like you might end up making your vocal sound unreal. So be very careful whenever you're dealing with gates, and just be very careful whenever you're dealing with noise reduction plugins. Yeah, sometimes it's to allow a little bit of background noise, still okay. They'll still be eliminated with background vocals, and also they'll be eliminated with the beat and vocals, even backing vocals. All right, so this is what I did. So this is the reverb. You can see here I put long and warm, then I added it, then I push it to negative 16.23. This is the volume that I wanted. If I wanted to add more volume, I would have added. So this depends with your ear. It depends with the mix that you're doing, the kind of mixing you want. So you can push here. Then you can see here, you can see on top, at first I used the Vahara Vintage, but I didn't like it. This is the reverb that I used. So it's not always that the reverb, it's not always encourageable to use same reverb. I wouldn't encourage you to be using the same reverb each and every time. Experiment. It's not all the song that will go with the reverb that you use every day. Try to check. Sometimes you find that the reverb that you use every day, it won't go well with the particular song that you're making, maybe today, or so make sure you be very careful whenever you're using these reverbs. Sometimes even EQs, it's not always that a certain EQ will be working on all the songs. You just need to know the techniques, but try to experiment. Use different reverbs. There are a lot of reverbs. You can even use the reverb which comes with Cubase to still work. Then I went on to add the delay. This is the delay that I used. Pick this preset here. It's called Sweet Vocal Delay. Then put it at 625. The feedback, just like this. This is a nice preset. Then it goes like this.
Smile sitting on my screen. We can be a movie. I just want you to come and see. When you come around, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride.
So what you do like to the reverb is the same thing that I did to the delay. Let me show you. I always put an EQ to my delay to cut those bass, or rather bad frequency. You can see here I cut with an EQ. So this is the reverb. I added it like as a channel effects. Then it comes like this. Then I add this EQ to cut those bad frequency. I did the same to my reverb. You can see the delay I had to cut. It's the same thing that I did. So it sounds like this.
Pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift.
So I'm going to put now the full song.
When you come around, you bring the sun with you. When you're in the club, other girls talk about you. You're my pride, you're my win, you're my God-given gift. I feel this every time I'm sitting with you. Oh, this is better sweet. I hope you gotta see all the promises I made. How can I say no to your smile sitting on my screen? We can be a movie. I just want you to come and see. When you come around.
Alright, so there you have it. This is how you go about the mixing, guys. This is how you go about the mixing. You can see this is how I've mixed this part. Like, this is how you should mix your vocals. This is how you should mix your rap vocals. And I hope you learned something. So if you have any questions, make sure you write. And maybe when I was explaining, I missed a part which you really wanted to know. Yeah, you can still write in the comment section. Like, mostly I just talk what I feel like talking about. So if you guys want me to talk about other things, you just need to write me in the comment section, and I will definitely do what you guys want me to do. So it's been your boy PCNPL, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I'll put the link to for this song. Yeah, and so tell me if you need maybe presets for this mix. I can still give you. Just hit me up on Instagram if you need these plugins that I've been using. Hit me up on Instagram. We'll make some business that will talk. Yeah. So thank you very much, and thank you for your support. Yeah, and I really appreciate for the support. We are really growing as a channel. Thank you. Stay blessed. I wish you the best in your music production. Thank you.